You guys remember when Oscar De La Hoya fought Trinidad? And I'm one of them people who felt Trinidad lost that fight. I thought Oscar De La Hoya fought well. I thought Oscar De La Hoya put a boxing clinic in the early rounds. As we got towards the championship rounds, right? We got to the championship rounds. He ran. Okay? He ran. It wasn't him fighting off the back foot. It wasn't him throwing punches in bunches and getting out of the way of shots and slipping punches. He actually ran. In some of the rounds, I believe it was the 11th or the 12th round, he gave his back to Trinidad. You guys remember that, right? Those were the championship rounds. And then we go back and we look at Riddick Bowe and Holyfield in their first fight, the championship rounds, 9, 10, 11, 12, all out brawl, all out war. Two guys trying to beat each other to become the champion. That's how you fight in the championship rounds, especially if you are the fighter who is, quote unquote, behind on the cards. Trinidad in the Oscar De La Hoya fight knew that there was a sense of urgency to become the victorious in this fight. And Oscar De La Hoya felt that he was the golden boy and that if he won the early rounds and ran and coasted the championship rounds, that they would give him the title. Remember, he already got the gift decision win against a past prime Pernell Whitaker, who me and along with a lot of other boxing fans felt Pernell Whitaker beat Oscar De La Hoya. But in the championship rounds, that's the time where you show the judges that you really want to win. I remember Timothy Bradley was asked, how come in the 12th round, when you're winning on the scorecards already, you come out in the 12th round and you go to war and you fight like it's the first round, like it's the second round, like it's the third round. And Bradley said, I'm here to win. I'm here to win every round if I can. And that includes the last round. If you compare Jamaine Ortiz's fight in the championship rounds against Teo versus Lomachenko's rounds in the championship rounds versus Teo, you will see a difference. You will see what a pugilist is supposed to do. You will see the definition of boxing, of hit and not get hit. In the championship rounds, that is what gave Lomachenko an argument that he won the fight. Many of us on second watch believe that Lomachenko beat Teofimo Lopez. I am one of them on the second watch. The same goes with Lomachenko and Haney. Haney landed a lot of body shots. That is correct. And the Haney fanboys used the body shots as the reason to why Haney beat Lomachenko. But many of us boxing fans felt like Lomachenko landed a lot of the cleaner shots showed more ring generalship. But the same fans who say Haney won because of those body shots are the same fans that feel like Roy Jones Jr. lost to Antonio Tarver the first fight, when the reason why he won that fight was because of the body shots that he landed and the way he fought in the championship rounds. And he didn't let up. And that's why he got the decision. But you same fans who want to give Haney credit for body shots, you don't want to give credit to Roy Jones Jr. for his body shots. How ironic. But to get back to the Jamaine Ortiz and Teo fight, obviously Teo's Achilles heel is that he's not great at coming forward. We saw it in the Kambosos fight. We saw it in the Sandor Martin fight. We saw it. And so Kambosos is the blueprint to how you fight Teofimo Lopez. I always said, you take Teofimo Lopez out of his rhythm, you can beat him. Teofimo Lopez is a great counterpuncher. I also noticed, being that this was Ortiz's first time fighting at 140 pounds, he was a lot bigger than Teo. Teo was a small 140-pound fighter for today's standards. And Ortiz looks to me like he's more of a natural 140-pound fighter. Could possibly fight at 147. But when you're in here fighting against not only a champion, an ex-undisputed champion. Not only is he an ex-undisputed champion, he has a solid resume. You can't come into a championship fight and expect to win off running. You can't. Now, if I'm scoring the fight as a boxing fan and I'm going round by round, I think Ortiz won the fight. I believe he won the fight. But now that I'm a paid judge, and this sport is a business, as you guys all love to claim, love to yell in your videos. So I'm going to say it for you guys. If boxing is truly the most important part of it, as you guys believe is business, then Ortiz definitely should not win this fight. Because for one, he's not going to sell tickets. Number two, a lot of fighters aren't going to want to fight him because he's just going to run and he's not going to throw a lot of punches. And Ortiz already has established himself as a boxing star. And fans still want to see Teo fight certain fights. Haney or even a Prograis, to see where Prograis is. Or he could fight Keyshawn if Keyshawn decides to move up. But when this is your first outing at 140 pounds against the former undisputed lightweight champion and now a current belt holder at 140, you got to show the judges that you really want to win this fight. And all you did was run, and you didn't throw enough punches, and you ran, and everyone is saying that Teo should have cut off the ring. But when he did, the guy ran out of the way. And he's a bigger man, so Teo was too small to smother him. He's not physically strong enough to smother him and keep him away, because this guy was on his bicycle moving and running and wasn't trying to engage. I'm sorry, but that's not how you win a belt. That's not how you become a world champion. It's not. So the fight of giving Teofimo, the judges giving Teofimo Lopez the victory, in my opinion, is justified. If you're in a championship fight and you're in the championship rounds, you better show and prove to these judges that you want to be the world champion. And you didn't do that. This is the MOBC, my own boxing community.